Good morning, Peninsula High School. My name is Rianne Dooley. Our top stories for today. Breaking Down the Walls is back at Peninsula High School later this month. Avid is hosting their dress swap this week. Be sure to bring in your gently used dresses. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis banned College Board's AP African Studies, and the arrest of a Texas man after the theft of 2 monkeys. All this plus your weather and sports and more coming up here on Peninsula News. The Breaking Down the Walls event is returning to PHS, held on February 28th and March 1st. Breaking Down the Walls is a day-long workshop that aims to unite the student body. It will take place during the school day and is a fun opportunity for students and staff to connect, share their stories, and become closer through games and icebreakers. This amazing opportunity is only available to 200 students, so sign up quickly using the link on the PHS Instagram or at the tables at lunch. Seniors, apply for Students of Distinction while you still can. There are 7 categories and seniors are allowed to apply for more than one. Applications are due Friday, March 3rd. Applications can be found on the PHS website on the front page. The French Club is currently selling candygrams during lunches at the ASB window by the Commons. Stop by and share the love with your friends by ordering candy with a kind note to be delivered to them on Valentine's Day. Avid Club presents our first annual dress swap. Please bring your gently used formal wear to the ASB window before school until February 10th. On Wednesday, February 15th in the library from 2 to 4 p.m. Everyone is invited to come pick out new dresses and formal wear. We are excited for this new event at PHS. If you have any questions, see Mr. Menu in room 515. Don't forget to submit your films to the PHS Film Festival taking place at our own Uptown Galaxy Cinemas in Gig Harbor on March 1st at 6 p.m. Come see what our media arts students have been creating for this year's festival. Scan the QR code at the end of the broadcast for all details or visit Mr. Mick for more information. Do you want to learn more about dual credit options to earn college credits in high school? Well, you're in luck because on Friday, February 15th from 6 to 7 p.m., there's going to be a PHS dual credit info session over Zoom. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to the PHS website for the link. We'll send it off now to Brianna in the field with your weather for the upcoming week.
Thank you, Rianne. Wednesday has mostly cloudy skies with a high of 49, light winds of 40. Thursday is partly sunny with a high of 55, periods of rain in the evening with a low of 43. Friday is cloudy with occasional showers with a high of 49 and a low of 41. Saturday has clouds with a high of 49, light winds of 42. That covers it for this week's Peninsula News weather. I'm Brianna. Back to you, Rianne.
And now with this week's sports, here's Aidan.
Thank you, Rianne. This week in PHS Sports. Last Friday, the girls basketball team battled Gig Harbor. The girls beat the Tides by a whopping 65-23. With this win, they are now league champions. Kalia Heidelberg had the top scoring of the night with 16 points and 4 rebounds. Brooke Zimmerman had 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 steals. Grace Richardson had 14 points, and Daisy Pia had 13 points. The girls' next game is Friday, February 10th at 7 p.m. The theme is PHS Proud. Last weekend, your boys' wrestling team headed down to Capitol High School for district. They had 10 guys qualify for regional this weekend at North Thurston High School. Luis West took 6th and will be alternate. Trey Schumacher took 5th. Gavin Grice took 4th. Justin Phipps and Joaquin Antoine both took 3rd. Marcus Ream, Emma Casey, Bowden Clark, and Aidan Thompson all took 2nd. And Aidan Eversole took home the tournament win. This past weekend, your girls' wrestling team headed down to Prairie High School in Vancouver, Washington. They had 6 of 7 girls qualify for regionals this weekend at Kelso High School. Mira Sonnen, Kylie Michelke, Campbell Stegman, and Georgia Johnson all placed 4th. Lindsay Shipp placed 3rd, and Bailey Parker took 2nd after a long fought battle all the way to overtime. Both the girls and boys will fight for a chance to take state next weekend at the Tacoma Dome. We have an interview this week with your wrestling team. I'll pass it off to Olivia Griffin for that exclusive look.
Okay, Cameron, what is your favorite post-match food?
Honestly, look, Pedialyte or anything, bro. I'm starving after a match.
And what is your favorite post-weigh-in food?
Pedialyte and Nemo's sandwiches as bomb packs. Duh.
What is your favorite post-weigh-in food?
A burrito.
What is your favorite post-match food?
Chips and queso.
And what is your favorite wrestling move?
The butcher.
Gotta go with ramen. You gotta get all the salt, and you get to put on all the weight you lost. It's great.
What is your favorite wrestling move?
The butcher.
And what is your favorite post-weigh-in food?
Fruit.
And what is your favorite post-match food?
Cheesecake.
Match go today.
It went great.
Can you tell me how it went?
So basically, I tried to go off really fast off the start, get him like on his heels a little bit, caught him on his heels, took a high crotch, which is a really high shot, and then he stuffed it really well, which kind of caught me off guard. So I spiked it down, and then I ended up finishing the match with a half Nelson.
So how did your match go against the Tides?
I think I could have wrestled a lot better. I mean, I lost an exhibition match against their only girl, and I feel like I could have wrestled a lot better and maybe not wrestled on my belly as much.
Man, you gave it your best shot.
Sort of.
You know, I was like, I'm kind of disappointed. I really wanted to beat the Tides, but I think I wrestled hard, and to be honest, I only lost by 2. I didn't get pinned, so.
How did your match go tonight?
It went pretty good.
Are you going to tell me about it?
Yeah, so I had to wrestle a guy, which is unusual, but, you know, I lost, but I tried my hardest, and I gave him a good run for his money, so I'm still proud of it.
You had bigger muscles than him anyways.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And that covers it for this week's sports report. This is Peninsula News. My fault. This is PC Sports, and I'm back. Stay safe.
Amidst the celebration of Black History Month in our country this February, the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, has put a block on the inclusion of an AP African American history class for Florida high school students, saying it opposes a political agenda. ABC News reporter Sofia Hernandez reports.
While this is all happening, Governor DeSantis is now also talking about his administration's decision to reject an advanced placement course focused on African American studies. The state has said the class for high school students violates state law, with the governor claiming it imposes a political agenda. New tonight, reporter Sofia Hernandez is going in depth on this, breaking down the state's specific concerns and what those on both sides of the aisle are now saying.
Earlier this month, the Florida Department of Education sent this letter to the College Board, who administers advanced placement or AP courses, saying the course is, quote, inexplicably contrary to Florida law. It also says it significantly lacks educational value. On the College Board website, it states the AP African American Studies course is currently being piloted in 60 schools across the nation, focusing on how African Americans have shaped America, its laws, history, institutions, culture, and arts, and even the current practice of American democracy. However, the governor on Monday says when he and Florida's DOE looked further, they found it didn't meet their standards.
And the issue is we have guidelines and standards in Florida. We want education, not indoctrination. If you fall on the side of indoctrination, we're going to decline. If it's education, then we will do.
According to Education Commissioner Manny Diaz Jr., he tweeted Friday that they, quote, proudly require the teaching of African American history, but do not accept woke indoctrination masquerading as education. He then shared a list of concerns the department had with the course. Among the 6 topics, the agency cited some had no critical perspective or balancing opinion. Other topics like queer studies and movements for Black lives had readings that the department believed pushed agendas like abolishing prisons.
And I also think it's not fair to say that somehow abolishing prisons is somehow linked to like Black experience, that that's what Black people want. I don't think that's true at all. I think they want law and order, just like anybody else wants law and order. So that is more of ideology being used under the guise of history, and we want to do history.
However, not all agree with the governor's viewpoints. Monday morning, religious and local leaders in Tallahassee shared their concerns with the move.
This is not about politics. This is about heritage. This is about history. When you devalued my history and said educational insignificant or like educational merit, that is demeaning to us.
And the issue has even caught the eyes of the White House. In recent days, the administration citing disagreement with the DeSantis administration's viewpoints on education. And in Florida's capital, House Minority Leader Phyllis Driscoll sharing her disapproval on the governor's words.
So in a state as large and as diverse as Florida, it is so disappointing to me that the governor would have said that. And I just don't even understand how he does not know and understand that African American history is American history, and it's absolutely something that should be taught in our schools.
This latest AP course rejection comes after Governor DeSantis enacted what many know as the Stop Woke Act. It bans critical race theory and what the governor deems as corporate wokeness in schools and workplaces. I reached out to the College Board for an additional comment on the governor's concerns. As of Monday afternoon, they have not responded. But last week, they stated that this course, like their other AP courses, undergoes a rigorous multi-year pilot phase, collecting feedback from teachers, students, scholars, and policymakers. They also say they will release updated course framework when it is completed. The course right now has no public syllabus, but is set to be taught in classrooms in the 2024-2025 school year. As for Florida, the DOE did state that they would reconsider their decision should College Board provide what they deem as lawful, historically accurate content.
Sophia Hernandez reporting.
On Friday, U.S. agriculture officials proposed new nutrition standards for school meals, including limits on added sugar with a focus on sweetened foods, including yogurt, cereal, flavored milk, and breakfast pastries. The first limits on sugars will be required by the 2025-2026 school year. This plan also seeks to decrease sodium in school meals by 2029. On another note, in Dallas, Texas, Davian Ivan, a 24-year-old man, was arrested last Friday after a mysterious string of events involving the escape of a small leopard and the robbery of two monkeys named Bella and Finn. What's even weirder, police still have no idea what led Ivan to do this. The monkeys were both found a week later after the burglary 15 miles away from the zoo. Luckily, they were both unharmed. The Associated Press reported in this article about these robberies that their disappearance, though, was just the latest in a string of odd events at the zoo. Looks like we have some breaking news this week. I'll hand it off to David Takehara for a closer look.
Thank you, Rianne. I'm your Peninsula News Director, David Takehara, and I've got some breaking news for you guys this week. Spring Fling tickets are now on sale at the bookkeeper's office. They are $5 with ASB and $10 without. If you do not purchase them at the bookkeeper's office before the dance, they are $12 at the door. If you plan to take somebody from not in the PHS, so anybody who does not go to PHS, you must fill out a guest form and turn in to the main office before the dance. They will not be accepted at the door. The Hawk Shop is now officially open during both lunches. Stop by for your spritzer, cookies, coffee, and more. If you follow them on the Instagram page, you will also receive a free sticker. Be sure to check them out. They've got some amazing drinks like the new Miranda. Make sure to go check that out. I'm David Takehara with your breaking news. Now back to you in the studio, Rianne.
We are looking to add new people to our crew. If you're interested in helping out with the interviews, scan the QR code on the screen. That wraps up our broadcast for today. My name is Rianne Dooley. I've been joined by Aidan and Brianna. Behind the scenes, thanks to our broadcast director, David Takehara, Mr. Mick, school leaders, and school administration, and a big thanks to all of you for watching. We will see you next week here on Peninsula News.